be honest, these top 5 at middleweight, although they're all very different fighters, I think they could swap the belt constantly amongst themselves. Robert's definitely got the skills to beat Adesanya. I think he needs to be more intelligent in his approach, and I think that's what he was lacking in the first fight. I think, to be honest, if they fought again, especially if there was no crowd, I mean, that's got to be something that plays in as well. If there's no crowd and if Robert Whittaker can just focus on Adesanya and it becomes a contest of martial arts, then I think it'd be a bit more cagey and a bit more technical, perhaps. Maybe even more like Darren Till against Wonderboy, which was, I think they threw sort of 10 strikes around in that fight, if that. But there was such a high level of operating system going on that you always felt like there was something going to happen. And I think Robert was just trying to force it too much in the Adesanya fight. I think in a rematch he would approach it entirely different. Maybe even clinch him and try and take him to the floor, but certainly his striking would be different. And I mean, I think if he comes through Till this weekend, there's one clear guy. I mean, Cannonier's out obviously because he's had that the pectoral surgery. Jack Hermansson's just come off a big win over Kelvin Gastelum, first round submission. So I know he wants the winner of this fight, and that would be a perfect fight for Whittaker coming out of this one. Get another win over.
Do you feel Woodley is on the decline from his last 2 performances, and do you expect him, because there's a lot of history between you guys, that maybe he wasn't too motivated in his last one at least? Do you expect him to be a different version when he comes to fight you?
Yeah, I do expect him to be a different version. He his last 2 fights, he'd already had, 5-10 million in the bank. He made those big pay-per-views by piggybacking off other stars, because everybody knows Tyron Woodley's not a draw. No one gives a shit about him. He's always out there race baiting and saying, oh, this, that, and there's no truth to that. So, I think him piggybacking off Conor McGregor, him piggybacking off, John Coke Jones, put some money in the bank. So, he lost his motivation, his hunger against the last 2 guys, especially, those guys were trying to be friends with him and acknowledge him for this and that, for his accomplishments. But now he's got a guy who he genuinely hates, in me, and a guy, who he's talked about that he's going to do this and that, and a guy who he said, oh, this guy's ducked me, he doesn't want to fight me, we used to train together, and he said all these stupid things. Now you need to speak for your words. Are you a man of your word? No, you're not like me. You don't walk it like you talk it. You just talk the talk. You don't walk the walk. So, let's see if he shows up. If he does it, I'm going to have that over the rest of his life. He's going to know who his daddy is. Just like I'm Jorge Masvidal's daddy, and Jorge Masvidal is my son. He was trying to send his big brother out, Tyron Woodley, and I'm going to be his daddy too.
But I do got a big, huge announcement coming up for you guys soon. Y'all finally going to see me squash that Cockroach Covington. Oh, that's his new name, Cockroach Covington.
What's up, everybody? I'm ready to Triple C out here, man.
Platinum Perry's innocent, baby. Bend the knee.